In the world of branding and corporate identity, a logo is more than just a graphic. It is a silent ambassador of the brand. It conveys heritage, values, and a promise to consumer. Therefore, when a beloved decades-old institution like Cracker Barrel Old Country Store decides to change its iconic logo, it is more than a minor aesthetic update. It is a strategic communication. The recent subtle but significant redesign of the Cracker Barrel logo, as reported, is a masterclass in modern brand evolution, honoring a rich past while cautiously stepping into a more streamlined future. For over half a century, the Cracker Barrel logo has been a symbol of rustic, Southern comfort. The classic design featured a roundel encircling the full Cracker Barrel Old Country Store name, with the iconic peg and rim game a symbol of simple, country pastimes, sitting proudly in the center. The old typeface was a serif font, often perceived as traditional, reliable, and time-honored. It evoked a sense of handcrafted authenticity, much like the rocking chairs on its front porch. This logo was not just a marker for a restaurant. It was a portal to a curated nostalgia, promising a hearty meal and a glimpse into a simpler, albeit idealized, America. The redesign, however, signals a conscious move towards modernization without a wholesale abandonment of this cherished identity. The changes are nuanced but powerful upon closer inspection. The immediate difference is the simplification of the name. The new logo drops Old Country Store, leaving simply Cracker Barrel in a cleaner, more modern sans serif font. This is a strategic distillation. While Old Country Store anchors the brand firmly in a specific historical context, Cracker Barrel alone is more versatile, shorter, and arguably more memorable for a contemporary audience. It reflects a brand that understands its core identity is now strong enough to stand on these two words alone. The central game symbol remains, a crucial nod to tradition, but it has been refined. The lines are cleaner, the details sharper, and it sits more comfortably within its circular boundary. This speaks to a need for better scalability and legibility across digital platforms' practical necessity in the 21st century. A complex, finely detailed logo can become a muddy smudge on a mobile app icon or a social media profile picture. This refinement ensures the symbol remains recognizable and crisp everywhere, from a billboard on the interstate to a tiny favicon in a browser tab. Furthermore, the encompassing circle has been removed in the primary mark, allowing the text and symbol to breathe independently. This move toward a more open design feels less corporate and rigid and more approachable and contemporary. The color palette, while maintaining the familiar dark brown or black in some applications, appears more defined, contributing to a sharper, more premium feel. This is not the logo of a company stuck in the past. It is a logo of a company that respects its past, but is optimizing itself for the present and future. So why now? The impetus behind such a change is never arbitrary. Cracker Barrel, like all legacy brands, faces a dual challenge: retaining its loyal, often older, customer base while simultaneously attracting a new generation of patrons. The classic, heavy logo might feel dated or unrelatable to younger millennials and Gen Z consumers who gravitate towards cleaner, more minimalist design aesthetics. This redesign is a bridge, an attempt to say, we are still the Cracker Barrel you know and love from childhood road trips, but we also speak your language. The shift also reflects broader changes within the company's operations and aspirations. The removal of Old Country Store coincides with a subtle but noticeable expansion of the brand's identity beyond just the restaurant and gift shop model. It simplifies the brand for potential new ventures, whether that is a stronger focus on its packaged goods in supermarkets, where Cracker Barrel cheese is a known entity, or other experiential expansions. A simpler, more adaptable logo provides greater flexibility for marketing and growth. This careful dance of modernization is fraught with risk. Brand loyalty, especially for a chain like Cracker Barrel, is built on a foundation of consistency and nostalgia. A change that is too drastic could alienate the core customers who see the logo as an immutable part of the experience. We need only look back at other infamous logo missteps: Gap's quick reversal in 2010, Tropicana's disastrous packaging redesign in 2009, to see how deeply audiences can react to changes in a visual identity they feel they own. Cracker Barrel's approach seems designed to avoid such a backlash. This is not a revolution. It is a gentle evolution. The changes are perceptible but not jarring. A loyal customer might not even notice the difference immediately, but they would likely feel that the brand feels somehow fresher or updated. This is a hallmark of a successful redesign. It moves the brand forward without leaving anyone behind. It respects the equity built over decades while ensuring that equity remains valuable for decades to come. The new logo also tells a story of a brand confident in its own identity. By paring down to the essentials Cracker Barrel and the game symbol, the company is asserting that these elements are sufficiently powerful to convey its entire story. The rustic charm is now implied through the retained symbol rather than explicitly stated through words and ornate typography. This is a mark of a mature brand that trusts its audience to understand its shorthand. In the larger context of design trends, Cracker Barrel is participating in, albeit cautiously, the movement towards simplification and flattening that has dominated the last decade. From automotive badges to tech logos, brands have been shedding dimensionality, shadows, and complex details in favor of flat, two-dimensional marks that are functionally superior in a digital-first world. Cracker Barrel's update is a more conservative take on this trend, ensuring it doesn't lose its distinctive character in the process of becoming flatter and simpler. Ultimately, the new Cracker Barrel logo is a strategic and thoughtful update. It demonstrates a keen awareness of the brand's place in the cultural landscape and a clear vision for its future. It acknowledges that to stay relevant, even an institution built on nostalgia cannot itself become a relic. It must evolve, not by changing its core values, but by refining how it presents them to a changing world. The rocking chairs on the porch are still there. The checkers board is still waiting. The smell of biscuits and gravy still wafts from the kitchen. However, the sign out front is now a little cleaner, a little sharper, and ready to welcome a new generation to come sit a spell. In the subtle art of logo redesign, Cracker Barrel has managed to do the nearly impossible: honor a storied history while writing a new, exciting paragraph for its future, all without upsetting a single rocking chair. It is a quiet change, but one that speaks volumes about the delicate balance of tradition and progress.